A pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother, Eric Roxton, speaking to you all in the month of June 2022, in the year of our Lord. Brothers and sisters, happy Friday to join you all for my beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean, in the Blue Caribbean Sea, Trinidad and Tobago. You know, in a video that I record, I talk about many aspects of the angels, all the angels that God created. So I just want this now I'm recording something. So I just want to go over something, the topic that I was talking about the angels. And I said it.
Talk to them kind of thing here.
And I talk.
You cannot speak to them kind of thing, man. Done.
Ma, what's the matter?
I done that, right?
And I talk about and I talk about the angels. I said, do the angels eat? Do the angels sleep?
I don't feed them. That thing you're talking about, right? I don't feed.
Do the angels sleep? Do the angels bathe? No, my something I talking about. Do the angels rest themselves? And I miss out something. Do the angels sleep dreams? But if the angels dreams, we doesn't know that. But if the angels doesn't sleep, then are they always alert? Then there is no dreaming on their part. If the angels does eat, do they number? One, two. Do they number one, two, number two? We know that what that means. Do they go to the toilet? I am asking this question because I tell.
People do you some wickedness, right?
Okay, now mark it. Nah.
You gonna make people do you wickedness, right?
Because I do the number two.
I tell you to stop this up.
Oh Lord, do the number two. I tend to cover all these grounds, ladies and gentlemen. It will not sound like foolishness, but it's not foolishness. I, Eric Braxton, tend to cover all these grounds concerning all the angels that God created. You all could be vexed. How much all I want to vex with me? I tend to cover all these grounds about all the angels God created. So you all could be vexed. How much all I want to vex with me throughout the international community? You all will not be stopping this little Christian boy for addressing these matters. That is very important. That is at hand. You all doesn't see it as important. I see it as important to discuss these things with you all about all the angels that God created. So if the angels doesn't bathe, so which means they always in a clean state. So which means they don't get dirty. Okay, all the like holy angels in heaven, have any of them bathed, take a bath? No, because according to this, they don't bathe. So then they're always in a clean state. We will have to come to that conclusion, which I believe is true. So spirit obey then, right? No. Only thing God the Father does bathe, and they take a shower and bathe, and Jesus Christ, the answer is no. These things sound stupid, but it's facts I dealing with, you know. On it sound like stupidness I want. Okay, we'll see how much stupidness I want at the end of the day. If I was really on stupidness. So you all who thinking that way. Yeah. No, so the elect holy angels isn't bathed and God isn't bathed. So God the Father and Jesus Christ and the elect holy angels is always in an eternal clean state, because God is supreme clean, Jesus Christ is clean, and the elect holy angels is clean. So they is in a righteous, holy, clean state, constantly in that holy, righteous, clean state. True. Yeah. But look, I in a perfectly clean state, physical clean state all the time? No. We is make up different. We run in, we sweat, we start to smell. We had to go and bathe. Every day we had to bathe to freshen ourselves. And we use water to bathe because we smell. And if a person a bathe for for a whole week, he start to smell, the clothes that he has start to smell, and he get a high scent. People passing that person have to keep out, rather move away from that person because he's not bathing for many days. Aren't you? Yes, and even the dog and all not bathing for many days will start to smell. You all know that. I don't have to tell you all that. You all know that, and you all has experienced that. Huh? Yeah. So it means God created us physically and not spirit beings, but we the ones get dirty and smell and need to bathe and refresh ourselves so we'll be clean, physically clean. Do the angels have to go through that to always bathe and keep themselves clean, like how we always have to bathe physically and keep ourselves clean? I don't think so, because they were created different to us. Will that be true? Yes. So, 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 so there's no toilet for the angels to go in, because as far as I know, angels are number two. We is the one that's number two, and I go in the toilet, or as we commonly call it, the latrine, or the hot house. On? Ah, thank you all very much. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. And we see the animals as number two, the same way too. But the difference with them, they don't have to go no toilet. Yeah, so that's the facts of the matter. Boo. So I'm talking about the different aspects of the angels, all the angels that God created. A lot of you all doesn't want me to go there. That's want me to talk about physical things, eh? About the trees and about human beings and the rat and the trees, physical things, but I mustn't talk about the angels. Well, God created the angels, and since God created them, I have to talk about them. I have to talk about them. I have to talk about the angels. If you all don't like it, you all cannot do nothing about it.
I came here, the dog got a long time.
Huh?
Dog all
Yeah, yeah, we're not see about him in a little while. You all cannot do nothing about it. Eric Roxanne will be talking these very important talks. But I have to talk these talk. I tend to cover all these areas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world in YouTube land. As I reach out to you all in my Christian Writer and Fellowship on my YouTube social media platform, YouTube, to discuss these healthy discussion with you all and to put this information in a public domain throughout the international community so people will see this video far and wide throughout the international community and listen what Eric Braxton are teaching you all. Yes, about the angels that God, all the wonderful angels that God created. Because all the angels that God created, He didn't create no angels ugly, you know. All of them was beautiful, lovely angels when He created all of them. Because God loved all the angels that He created. I want you all to know that. All the angels that God created, God love all of them, and He care for all the angels that God created, and all the angels God created is beautiful angels. Uh-huh. Before that unfortunate thing take place in heaven with Lucifer, I'm dealing before that. Uh-huh. Well, the thing I'm dealing with. Uh-huh. Before that, yes, of course. God love all the angels. He didn't hate none of them. Uh-huh. God love all the angels. Understand? So I'm dealing with that aspect and the aspect of does the angels dream? Well, no, well if they are alert all the time and do this, they don't sleep well, then they don't dream. And if angels don't eat, then they don't have a number two. And even self they eat, I believe that those still do number two. You understand? So, and then our angels don't have to eat, but he can eat something if he choose to. But he do have to number two all that. I cannot go into all the aspect of it because the reason why I say that it talk about God said manna for the children. God took angels' food, which is manna, and give the children. It said angels' food. So are they saying that the angels will have that manna and never eaten? Because that way it's in Exodus. God took angels' food, the manna that He sent down for 40 years for the children of Israel. It came from heaven and you rain it down. So if the angels had that manna in heaven, eaten it, the like holy angels had that manna in heaven, eaten it. When they eat it and digest it, did that manna that they eaten in heaven, the angels, it will stay in them, but not coming out of them. In the context that they go to the toilet, they let go the waste. No, I don't think so. But the manner that God say, and God did send angels food. That way it say, I'll find the text and next video and quote it. And here already chapter and verse. God took angels food, which is the manna, and rained it for 40 years. The children of Israel eat manna in the wilderness. So that angels food God took and manifested for the children of Israel. Before He did that, the angels had it in heaven eating it. When they was eating it in heaven, they like holy angels. When they eat it, then it has to stay within them and nothing is coming out of them. All you think when they eat the manna, the waste part that they run to the toilet and let it out. All you think it had toilets in heaven? The Michael had to go to the toilet and Gabriel and the rest of the like holy angels had to go to the toilet. I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. So then common sense will tell you, since the angel, like holy angels is not going through that process and there's no toilet for them to number two, it means that when the scripture say God took the manna, which is angels food, and if the angels actually was eating that food in heaven, it means when they eat it, it remain in them and nothing coming out of them, because keep in mind God created them different supernaturally. But the children of Israel, but He said angels' food that God give the children of Israel to eat. When He manifested in the wilderness for them to pick it up, when they eat it and digest, and they have to go to the toilet. Why? Because we are physical beings. All you now understand what I'm talking about. But the said food that the angels eating, when they eat it, they have to go to no toilet. But when we eat it, and the children of Israel eat it, on the waste part of it, what's remain and the excess, on they have to go to the toilet. Why that is happening to us? Because simple, we is flesh and blood. The angels are not flesh and blood. Because we is make up different to the angels, and the angels are make up different to us. They are supernatural spirit beings. We are physical beings, flesh and blood creatures. So therefore, when the children of Israel eat the manna and other food, they will have to go to the toilet after a period of time. And it's true, exactly what saying is true. And all you know that. But do the angels eat in the said manner that God took to give the children of Israel? When they eat it, anything coming out of them? It any toilet for them to go and use up there? The answer is no. Uh-huh. Well, you think I guess kicks I was on all the time? Uh-huh. I tell you, I tend to cover all areas on this matter. All areas I tend to cover on these matters because I need to address these matters from time to time and share this very important information with you all, my brothers and sisters all over the world, those who are interested in what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we still on the angels that God created. After all, they are part of the mix. God created them first before he bring the physical universe into existence. So you all expect me to talk about the moon, the stars, human beings like myself, but don't talk nothing about the angels. You all getting me to do that? Not the time. I will talk about the angels first before I even talk to mankind. Talk about mankind. Like you all didn't hear what I say I will rather talk about the angels that God created first, rather even talk about myself after. Uh-huh. You all think I'm leaving them out. I ain't leaving them out no time. Uh-huh. Talk I'll be talking about is God the Father, Jesus Christ, the angels, mankind, the creation, God the Father, Jesus Christ, the angels he create, the physical universe, and mankind. A structured thing. A structured thing I'll be talking about all the time. Uh-huh. You all only talk about the angels. Uh-huh. 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 Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that all the angels that God created, he created them for a wonderful and divine and noble purpose. And God created all the angels to be with him. Where? To be in him in his kingdom forever and ever. Don't you know that all the angels God created? He created all the angels not to destroy none of them. All you know that? All the angels God created. Where you think God want them? All the angels that God created, he want all of them to be in the kingdom with him forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You already know that? Yes, the Bible teaches us that from Genesis to Revelation. Yes. God created all the angels not to destroy none of them. Or did they know that? But yet that some people will teach, no, that is not true. Here what they say. God created the elect holy angels to be with thee, and he created Lucifer and the rest of the angels to oppose thee. I talking plain talk or no? Because I the plain talk that given us the whole, but me a holding that. Me a holding that. They say God created the like holy angels to be with thee. Them is the good angels. They will be with God in heaven. But Lucifer and his angels, he created them bad angels to oppose thee. So in other words, it's saying God created his own opposition. Yes, a lot of Christian holding Bible teaching that. Well, you know that? And other people who is not Christian had the same belief. But do the Bible teach that? The Bible don't teach that. God created his own opposition. It sounds so silly because it's silly in nature. It is very silly and it doesn't make sense. Uh-huh. That teaching that they're teaching that God created Lucifer. God created Lucifer, his own opposition to oppose thee. And all the angels Lucifer have under his command, all of them was created to oppose the creator God. God created his own opposition. You expect me to buy that doctrine? I'm not even buying that doctrine for $1. Like you all hear what this little Christian boy say? I not even years ago I see a video on the TV6 when TV6 did not come in with a white man in America. He had one set of beautiful girls around him, and he say he's selling all of them for $1 or something like that. It kicks you on. I use that term. I'm not even buying that doctrine for even $1. So if they think they're selling that doctrine for me to accept that, I'm not even buying it for $1. I'm not even buying that doctrine for 25 cents, much less $1. God created Lucifer and his angels as his own opposition to oppose him. All I hear ridiculousness really is absurd and ridiculous, ain't you? I'm not accepting that because that has no sense in it, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of Christians claim to be Christian, they hold in Bible and teaching people that. And then it have other people who are not Christians holding that doctrine and teaching that also. I do accept that because that is not true, ladies and gentlemen. Then I state that God created all the angels for a wonderful and noble and divine purpose, and God created all the angels to be with him in his wonderful kingdom forever and ever. That's what the Bible teaches from Genesis to Revelation. So that doctrine that they're teaching, that God only created like holy angels good to be with him. He only created good angels. Look, the good angels on his right hand side. And Lucifer and his angels, them is the bad angels that God create, and he put them on his left hand side. Them is the bad ones. So he created them to oppose the good. And he created Lucifer to oppose the creator created Lucifer. Create Satan, which is become Lucifer to oppose him. You think that is true? You think God really did that? God do that at no time. But they're telling us that God do that. They're lying on God. I was trying to teach all of that. In fact, what I'm telling you all to all your face, that is not true. And I'm not even buying that for $1 because that doctrine is false and that teaching is false. God created all the angels good. That's what the Bible teach. And I'm going along with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, that's the facts of the matter. That's the facts of the matter. Because a lot of them, they say, on God is this all-wise, all-knowing God, and all-powerful God, and all-omnipotent, I'm finishing now. I'm going now. He's all-powerful and he's all-knowledgeable. A lot of them, they say, well, if God is all-knowledgeable and all-wise and all-intelligent, before he created Lucifer and all the angels, did he know that Lucifer, that looked to try to overthrow him at a point in time and become bad angels? They'll say, well, did God know that? And they say, well, did God know that Lucifer would come out that way? So then why he created him in the first place? All I hear them, all I hear what they say, all I hear, huh? No, I'm coming and put on my pants now. All I hear what they're saying. Now I will address that in our next video to come. I will address, you see that question that I asked there?
You have nothing in that to talk to? Just now let the people play.
Yeah, going now. I, Eric Braxton, will address that matter.
I don't know who they tell you to talk about.
All right, Mike.
No.
I, Eric Braxton, will address that matter in our next video to come. About the all wiseness of God, the all intelligent of God, how God is knowledgeable. And in spite God is knowledgeable and intelligent and all knowing and all these things, he still created the angels in spite that happened. I will discuss that in a different matter. But you hear what they're saying? If God is all wise and God is all knowing and God is all intelligent, before he created angels, didn't he know that Lucifer that come out bad and all these things? So then why he create Lucifer? I will you see that question that they are putting forward? I will give the answers concerning that in our next video to come. Yes. I will discuss that in our next video to come with you all, ladies and gentlemen. Because they want to use that to show, to show God make a mistake in creating the angels. Because they will say, if God is on all wise and no Lucifer that come out bad, then why create him? Then he will not create Lucifer to prevent that from happening. So by he, God claiming to be unwise, and he still create the angels, but Lucifer come out bad, and now Lucifer is opposing him, then God is not unwise. Because if he's on all wise, he said, shall I see that in the future? When he was going to create Lucifer, that he'd have come out of it. So he would not create Lucifer to prevent that. So they're saying God missed that. And he didn't see clearly what he was doing. So they're saying God make a mistake in his creation. All you hear what they're saying? Now, these people who are talking that talk on the other side, I'm not even buying that for $1. All the reason they're given, I'm not even buying that from $1 from them. On the song in Intelligence, and the, and, and they think what they're saying is true. But all that talk they come in with, I'm not even buying that for $1, ladies and gentlemen. But I will address that matter, what they are saying, in the next video to come. They think they're more clever than God now. So they want to come up with all these nonsensical, foolish reasoning. But I will deal with that in the next video to come, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, much as a little.
Let's see water on in the yard.
I will address that in the next video to come, ladies and gentlemen. They think they're more clever than the Holy One of Israel now, than God the Father and Jesus Christ. Because they want to use that type of reasoning to say, you see the mistake God make? You really make a mistake, but this is not no perfect God. This God is not a wise, all-wise and intelligent God that he claimed to be. He should have prevented all these things from taking place. Then they say, well, he should create all the angels. Then he should not never even self he create the angels, he should not create them with free choice. Then he know that I do that. Then he should have created all of them robots to go one way. Instructed them to go one way. All these reasons they'll come up. All they hear what they talk, all they hear them, All they listen what they're saying on the other side. Oh, I mean, these people right here. When I use the other side, not the other side where these other people in the psychic community just be talking the spirit world or no. I mean the other side of the road, right here. Look, are you right here and look the people right on the other side, the building next door, the other side of the road, talking that talk. I'm not talking about in the other side spirit world or no. None of the other side. So get me crystal clear. Right, boys and girls all over the world. Right. You hear the talking? Right. I'm not joining them with that talk at no time. I staying right here and talk and showing you that talk what they're telling all you. Don't go and buy it not even for $1, much less 25 cents, because that talk of the talk what they're saying, that talk what they're talking, they're trying to say God make a big mistake and God didn't know what he was doing and God was not that intelligent. And when he didn't know exactly what he was doing. So they're saying God now had to blame himself for creating Lucifer and all of them now. All the angels. He had to blame himself now. So they're saying God is in a state of regret. He don't create Lucifer, yeah? But according to them now, God, Jesus Christ and the Father, all right now they're regretting. I should not create Lucifer and the angels. I should only create the elect holy angels. But I don't create Lucifer and the angels. Now he opposing me. But the elect holy angels not opposing me. They are the good guys. Lucifer is the bad guys. They come out the bad guys. You understand? And God always regretting, you know, God and the Father, regretting. And I wonder if they might even go far to say that God and the Father is even crying or no about that or no. Every day the both of Christ and the Father is crying. Oh, we should not really, Christ and the Father in that constant discussion. We should not create Lucifer and them angels, We should not create them at all, It's a real big mistake we make, You hear them talking that talk. We should not bring them into existence, But we don't create them already. So then we make a mistake from day one. Even when we was even entertaining the thought in the head. You hear what they're saying about God the Father and Jesus Christ? They said that Jesus Christ and the Father is saying that even when they was entertaining the thought in the head to create all the angels was a mistake they're making. Well, they hear that kind of talk from them. I listen to them, though. I listen to them, and the reason why I could smile about it, why is I listening? Because I know what they're saying is not true. Well, you all will say, well, Eric Braxton, if you are listening to them and you are smiling at the same time, and what they are saying is not true, then tell us what is it true. And that is exactly what I will address you all in the next video to come. In no other name, but in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Shalom.